Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voices Against Extremism presentation. We aim to educate how extremism has existed over time across different regions. Let's begin with the Sicaris. During 60 to 70 CE, Sicaris known as daggermen terrorized Romans from ruling their Jewish region. Each battle would result in an average of 700 deaths, as Sicaris were experts at killing in disguise with short daggers. Eventually, the Romans seized their temples through cohesion and stopped the attacks. In the 13th century, the first recorded suicide bomber was by Christian soldiers during the Crusades. This was done in an attempt to reclaim their holy city of Jerusalem from the control of Muslims. In 1793 to 1794, the term terrorism was coined by the French Revolution, specifically state terrorism. The Reign of Terror resulted in 16,594 deaths by the guillotine and 25,000 summary executions. This turmoil occurred due to the public's discontent with the French government, who had promised social equality and anti-poverty. In 1933 to 1945, Adolf Hitler transformed Germany into a fascist totalitarian state. Hitler's government was anti-Semitic and believed the Aryan race to be a master race. Therefore, other races were deemed undesirable and the practice of eugenics was at play. This period of Nazi ideology led to 12 million deaths. In 1963 to 1970, the separatist and Marxist-Leninist paramilitary group sought sovereignty of Quebec. This extremist mission led to over 160 violent incidents, including the bombing of the Montreal Stock Exchange, the October Crisis, which included the kidnapping of the British Trade Commissioner and Quebec Minister of Labour. In the same year, two FLQ members hijacked National Airlines Boeing 727 in New York and diverted it to Cuba. Beginning on September 4, 1999, and spanning for 3 days, the Russian apartment bombings included a series of explosions that hit 4 apartment blocks in the cities of Buynaksk, Moscow, and Volgodonsk. They used a chemical bomb known as RDX, which killed 293 people and injured more than 1,000. This harm and destruction led to the Second Chechen War. On September 11, 2001, the infamous Al-Qaeda attack was launched. This involved 4 hijacked planes with the intended mission of crashing them into iconic American structures. This tragedy included 2,996 deaths and over 6,000 injuries, in addition to $10 billion in property and infrastructure damage. On March 15, 2011, the Bashar al-Assad government violently repressed protests calling for his removal. This started the Syria crisis, which is still occurring today. There are different parties involved, including the Syrian government, Syrian Arab rebel group, the Syrian Democratic Forces, Salafi jihadists, and the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. Over 300,000 Syrians have lost their lives, and over 11 million were forced to leave their homes. Jihadist militants, also known as ISIS, have capitalized on this opportunity of instability and corruptness to seize power over non-Islamic people and regions to reach an ultimate goal of caliphate. In other words, it is a war within a war. We hope this presentation has shed light on how extremism has existed over time. Extremism knows no boundaries and anybody could be affected. However, the unity of people is imperative to combating extremism. This union of people demonstrates courage, and extremism fears courage. This is due to standing up against the one-way road and creating a two-way road. We are human beings of this planet who require the freedom to think and express their feelings without harmful consequences. So, are you going to join the Voices Against Extremism?